Welcome back, everyone. It is another day, and it's another Magic the Gathering Market Movers. Today is April the 28th, 2021, and I wanted to actually know, what is your favorite card from Strixhavn? Leave that down in the comments, along with your like and subscription if you are new to the channel or if you've been watching but haven't been subscribed yet. I also have a few links in my description that really help me out. One is a Patreon link that has multiple tiers, and one of those tiers may be right for you. I also have a TCG Player affiliate link, and any purchase that you make using that link, I get a small bonus from that, and it really helps my channel grow. Okay, let's jump into market movers here with Ruby Medallion starting to list off from Tempest, the original printing of the card, up 5.18% from $34.57 to $36.36 with a massive jump in the market. It does see a lot of play in Commander. The deck that uses it the most is actually a mono red Krenko Mobboss Commander, which is obviously a great Goblin Commander. Next up is Vampiric Tutor. This is the Commander Legends printing of the card, up 5.22% today from $46.55 to $48.98. Sees a ton of play in Commander, but it also sees play in Doomsday decks in Vintage, and it also sees play in Paradoxical Outcome decks as well. Overmaster from Torment. We keep seeing this card on the list. This is a rare from Torment. It's up 5.90%, seeing new all-time highs from $17.28 to $18.30, and it also sees play in Commander, and the one that uses it the most recently is actually a Birgi God of Storytelling deck. Magma Sliver from Legions. This is up 6.29% from $17.18 to $18.26. This sees all of its play in Commander, and the deck that uses it the most is actually Sliver Overlord Commander, which has 11 registered copies on MTG Goldfish right now. Jeska's Will from Commander Legends. This is a fairly recent card, up 90.41% from $11.79 to $12.90. This card sees play mostly in Commander. The deck that uses it the most is actually a Varen Voice of Duality deck. Okay, and the next card we have on the list is Fiery Islet from Modern Horizons. This land is up 9.91% from $16.04 to $17.63. This card sees a lot of play in modern Blitz decks, but it sees a lot of play in Commander as well, including actually a modern Burn deck. And the next card is Galazeth Prismari from Strixhavn School of Mages. This mythic is up 11.03% from $10.61 to $11.78, and this card is already seeing so much play as 100 registered copies as a commander on MTG Goldfish, but also see play in Brawl decks and also standard Prismari mid-range as well. Ketria Triome from Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. This card is up 12.39% from $10.49 to $11.79, and it sees a lot of play in standard Sultai Control, but also sees play in Sultai Control in Historic as well, and Niv to the Light and Pioneer. Now we have Grim Feast from Mirage. This is our first reserve list card of the day, up 13.32% from $16.52 to $18.72, seeing new all-time highs. It does see a bit of play in Commander and 4 registered Guillaume Master Chef decks that has this card in it the most. Okay, and then we also have another reserve list card, Kobold Overlord from Legends, one of the 4 Horsemen sets, up 13.93% from $69.18 to $78.82. And I couldn't find any registered decks that do use this, but you know, it is a card from Legends, which is a 4 Horsemen set, and there's not a lot of copies of this Endearment on the market right now. The next card is Kobold Taskmaster, another Kobold from Legends. This is not a reserve list card, though. It's up 20.08% from $9.91 to $11.90. And same deal here. I can't find any registered decks that are using it, but you know, it is a card from Legends, 4 Horsemen set, and it's not a lot of copies in the market. Legion Loyalist from Gatecrash. I absolutely love playing this card in Standard. It's up 20.62% from $5.19 to $6.26. It sees a lot of play in Krenko Mobboss decks in Commander, but it also sees play in 8-Whack in Modern, which is a Goblin deck. And we have Protean Hydra from Magic 2011. This card is up 21.95% from $5.74 to $7, and it sees play in Commander mostly. The deck that uses it the most is actually a Zaxera the Exemplary deck, which has 15 registered copies. Next up is Bolas's Citadel from War of the Spark. This was sitting in most people's bins as a bulk rare, and this is up 22.81% from $6.84 to $8.40. Sees a lot of play in historic sacrifice decks, but also Pioneer, black, red, green. All right, Electro Dominance, which is from Ravnica Allegiance, a fairly recent set, up 38.78% from $3.43 to $4.76. Sees a lot of play in Electro Balance decks in Modern, but it sees a lot of play in Commander as well. And we have some foil movers to go over with the biggest foil moves of the day, and there's a lot of 7th edition cards on this list, starting the list off with one, Serpent Warrior, a common from 7th edition, up 277% from $1.07 to $4.04. And the next card we have is Sacred Nectar, another common 7th edition foil, up 373% from $1.53 to $7.25. And the next card is another 7th edition card as well, Scathed Zombies, another common, up 381% from $2.69 to $12.96 for its average market price right now. The next card is another 7th edition card, Crossbow Infantry, up 384% from $2.27 to $11 with a massive jump. And the next card we have is a pretty iconic card, Hill Giant from 7th edition. This common is up 400% from $1 to $5 for its average market price, which I think is still a pretty decent deal. Next up, Sudden Impact from 7th edition. This is our first uncommon on the list, up 485% from $2.56 to a whopping $14.99. And we have another 7th edition card, another uncommon, Wall of Spears, up 515% from $3.41 to $20.99. Now this card is fairly iconic, and it's an artifact, so it has a beautiful kind of brown hollow foiling on it. The next card we have on the list is not a 7th edition card, finally. This is Flailing Manticore, a rare from Mercadian Masks, up 636% today from $1.70 to a whopping $12.52 for its average market price. And the next card we have on the list is back to 7th edition. This is a uncommon Soul Feast, up 1,026% from $1.42 to $15.99. I absolutely love the art on this card. It looks stunning, and I love the black borders. They have like almost a silver sheen to them. Okay, and the next card we have to talk about on the list is our last mover. It's Telepathic Spies. This is a common from 7th edition. Beautiful, beautiful blue old border foil, up 1,121% from $1.19 to $14.53. Okay, final thoughts on the market today. So it looks like we did get a few reserve list cards, but there's a lot of cards from, Modern Horizons that are still shaking up the market. There's a lot of cards from Strixhavn that are shaking up the market right now, like especially Prismari cards. Before it was Witherbloom, but now it looks like Prismari is the color set that actually is doing well. That guild is doing well, that house I should say. But there's also, strangely enough, it seems like there's some 7th edition buyouts happening. Every once in a while when I look at the foil movers of the day, there is a lot of 7th edition cards, but they're kind of spaced out. But every once in a while, there's one day where almost the entire movers page is 7th edition foils, because people love sniping those cards, especially when they're cheap. And right now, I think it's hard to find cheap cards in 7th edition, but some people are still finding good deals on commons, and they are buying them out right now. And it's not a surprise. I think 7th edition foils are absolutely beautiful. Some of my favorite foils in Magic the Gathering. Anyways, leave your comments down below on the market, and I'll be sure to read them. I do make these videos from Monday to Friday, so please subscribe if you're new to the channel, or subscribe if you've been watching but you just haven't thought about subscribing now. Maybe this is a good time to do it. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow for another Magic the Gathering Market Movers. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.